How's it going, everybody? This is These Hands Draw, and today we're going to draw a hand. Now, to start off, kind of like the way we've been doing the portraits, is just getting the overall shape and gesture that we see. And hopefully today I will have the reference image up somewhere that you can follow along, because I'm working from a photo this time, not a painting, not like a study. Let's see how we can do with it. Again, just kind of getting the overall shape, like tip to tip, finger to finger, kind of the most outer edges that we can see. And then I can find the hand somewhere in here, right? This is actually a shadow, so hang on, let's put that there. See a little bit of the arm in the image as well. Right, so we have that down. Let me get maybe a general idea for thumb and the pinky finger as well. Alright, that's kind of mostly what we need. I think like the proportions look okay at the moment. Let's start sculpting out the rest of the hand. Again, I always just kind of use angles. I just find it the easiest to find out where I'm going, right? And if I need to fix them, it's just not a wobbly line, so I can fix it quite easily, or at least like it's easy to compare to everything else if they're straight lines for now. No, not like there's anything against drawing wobbly lines. Absolutely go for it. Sometimes I do too. And by wobbly lines, I mean just like, you know, doing something like that. Absolutely go for it. It's gestural. I do too sometimes, but for studies, I think I like to do these straight lines in general. I'm more attracted to them in my own drawings. Let's get I'm just trying to find out where the fingers, the palm of the fingers actually end. Just gonna put a shape down for that. Also to respect the angle I see as well. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but we will sculpt it all out properly soon. Of course, the thing with fingers is try to not make them look a bit mad when you're drawing them, and also to get like the space between good every time as well. If they're not, they look crazy. You know, it's one of those things. Everyone can tell straight away. That's why it's good to kind of do the overall shape first, so you're not too far off, I think, what you're drawing. Or it's harder to be too far off. Yeah, this is looking kind of okay, I think. Maybe that thumb's a little big. Let me see. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna go into losing my drawing part of this. Well, giving it a bit of shading first, and then we might redraw it as we go. Just separating the lights from the darks, like we do in every drawing. And try to keep it semi-consistent, like I haven't over here. I need to go back in a little bit. Yeah, and then we'll do also a general kind of value for the lights as well. just go a little darker in my shadows. The only thing I don't really like also about drawing from photos is that, like, you don't really see a lot of reflected light in the shadows. Usually, like, the darks are too dark and, like, the lights are too light. They make a good few, like, guesses, you know, but it's kind of also hard because it's a still image not to draw exactly what you see. I know, it feels restricting in a way, but not in a good way. Because sometimes when you draw restrictions, it's quite nice. Oh, right, that's the dishwasher if you can hear it. Let me turn that off. There we go. Okay, we've proper lost this drawing, but that is totally fine. Let me sharpen up this charcoal. Kind of want grittier paper. Hang on, I have two grits of sandpaper. I like the slightly more grittier one. It's a bit sharper. Nice. Oh, we got some on our paper. Sorry. We can work with it. Okay, let us draw this out again, but maybe a bit more accurately this time. Let's take our time. Don't be afraid still at this point to kind of put in those marks that kind of help guide you at the start. Always make the drawing easier for yourself. Your drawing's hard enough, you don't need to put barriers up. The light on the third finger, like this finger here, is a bit odd in the photo. I don't know if it would read well in my drawing, but I will try my best. The other thing about drawing from photos is that just because something is also a good photo doesn't necessarily mean it's a good reference. You know, I've tons of reference images saved, but not a lot of them I've actually drawn. Just kind of hard to find one that works sometimes. Most of the time it's still light, I think. Really shows what information you're actually given. to work with. You know, and I think also drawing from life whenever you get the chance is always much better. It kind of forces you to actually see, you know, and that's what we're trying to do here, is to learn how to see better. But sometimes it feels like with the pictures, you know, it's all that work's done for you. Let's see what we can do with the eraser here. The hand's actually really nice to draw because there's just so much form going on. So many different planes and directions you have to pay attention to. Let's see where we're going here. Okay, I think I've got the general idea, but we'll see how far I can push it. I don't love the shape of them on the thumb. I think that could have been handled with a bit more care. Oh, actually, maybe. Hang on. I think it's actually not the outside that needs to change, it's the inside shadow shape that I need to change. Yeah, that's a bit better, eh? The light, I think, is coming like this way, right? Not, or maybe more down this way. So the light area is definitely here and along this finger. I don't know if it's the photo or Maybe the thumb is coming towards us, so it gets a lot of light, I suppose. Hard to tell. But I think I need to go back in and get rid of some of the light that I made. I don't want it to look like everything has a shine to it, and it'll just be like a glossy piece of metal. That's not what I'm going for. Okay, you know, I'm actually kind of happy how it came out all together. Yeah, it's been a while since I've drawn a hand. I didn't mind doing that now. Maybe the only thing is to mess around with the like, you know, the soft hard edges where the play stem is kind of harder from when you transfer from drawing from portraits to hands. What gets lost? Because the option is always like things are moving away, but also hard edges can be not just where the light changes, but you can draw it down. Or I found like the structure itself was hard, like there's a bony bit, right? It's kind of fun to put that in. It's a design choice. Yeah, okay. You know what, I will leave it there because I'm just going to mess around with it for a while. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but at a certain point my phone, I use my phone to record and it gets a bit too hot after I leave it for a while. So we'll leave it there and I will see you in the next video, okay?